Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about how to take any boring, bland location and make it cinematic and visually beautiful. About a few months ago, I shot a film in the living room, and our living room is just pure white walls. There's nothing there, right? And I turned it from this into this. So if you use all the principles I talk about in today's video, you're gonna go to any location and make it just so amazing. So number one, I wanna talk about lighting. So assuming you guys have a window in this location, you're gonna wanna position this window kinda onto the side or onto the back. So it's not like shooting this like flat light onto their face. And also make sure you get these curtains for the window. This does a few things. Number one, it diffuses the light. Number two, it makes it have some kind of depth to it. And number three, it makes it have some kind of texture that creates this good filmic look on your location. And even if you don't have a window, just having curtains maybe even on your walls could be kind of cool. Like, I've never really tried that, but thinking about it, it might work. You never know. Curtains are like literally my best friend. Also, if it's a room without any windows, just pure white walls just inside, well, I don't even know where you find those rooms, but those rooms, you can have practical lights. They can do a lot of work. You can have LED strips. You can have the hanging lights you can get onto the wall. You can have lamps, right? That's a huge thing. And basically when you have a window, there's a lot of like blue colored light coming from the window, and then you have these warm lights from the lamps. It creates this contrast which could look really good on your film. And then to talk about the cinematography aspect of it, so make sure you have depth in your shot, right? Don't position your character right, behind the wall. Have some kind of separation between him and the wall. And obviously lighting does a lot of this, but also if you can shoot into the corner of a room, that could also do a lot of things too. For example, I'm kind of doing it here, but when you're in the corner of the room, it's more interesting for the camera. Also, having a pro mist filter could, be kind of cool, make the light softer and more film-like. Also, make sure you zoom in with your camera. Getting those tight shots could hide a lot of the imperfections, basically, because the wide, you see everything, right? But if you can get a tight shot, like, you can do pretty much anything. You can film in any different location and it's gonna look good. That's just what it is. It just zooms in and it just looks good. So just do that. All right, so number three, this is an important thing, is set design. First of all, you gotta make sure your set design fits the story, fits the characters. If it's a wealthy millionaire, it's gonna look a little different than a college student, right? So you're gonna try to balance that out and try to understand your character, your script, and some cool things you can do to make the scene, maximize the set design. You can have some clothing, they can hang in the background. Try to get some dark colored clothing because that doesn't really reflect light. The clothing could add a lot of texture to the background. Depending on what your scene is, you can move the furniture around to create more depth to the scene. Move the couch at a certain angle to allow the light to hit the face in a different way. Also, another huge thing is plants. Just this greenery just brings out this cinematicness to it. That's why I have this little guy sitting here. But just having a plant there changes so much. And basically any surface that's standing out, like if you have a blue box or a red thing just somewhere, just try to cover that up. You can keep it in the scene, but you can just cover it up with maybe a cloth that's just hanging there, or just cover it up. Make sure nothing is being distracting, and just overall just have this texture to your scene. I think that's so important. Make it not a boring location. Just having stuff on the walls, having posters. You can create a lot of texture with the lighting as well. If you have window shades, you can shoot a light through it and it just makes these grids on the wall. That could be really cool as well. The most important thing, I think, is actually the staging of the performances. It's what's being conveyed. Even if it's a bland room, if it's the most captivating performance, if it's just straight up a white wall, nothing else, if it's the best performance ever, that's gonna change everything. And if you combine all those cinematography and set design principles with this, that's gonna be a killer scene. Make sure you are directing all of the focus of the camera onto your character, and have a variety of shots, and just make sure you capture the essence of the scene, which is the performance. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed and learned from this video, and best of luck on your future filmmaking endeavors. Peace out.